Chapter 3 Motions of the Earth. Let's learn rotation of the Earth, circle of illumination, revolution of the Earth, equinoxes, cycle of seasons, the hot and dry summers, the bitterly cold winters, the golden or rust hues of the autumn leaves, the flowering of trees and sprouting of fresh green leaves in the spring, all still tend to mystify children and adults alike. The question of whether it is the sun or the earth which is in motion has tickled the minds of philosophers and astronomers alike since ancient times. Moreover, it is often questioned why the Australians celebrate Christmas in summers while the Europeans celebrate it in winters. All these issues can be dealt logically once we understand that the earth is in constant motion, that is, rotating and revolving simultaneously. Let us study the motions of the earth in this chapter. InfoHive atomic clock shows that a modern day is longer by about 1.7 milliseconds than what it was a century ago. Rotation of the earth. As you know, the earth has two types of motions, namely rotation and revolution. Rotation is the earth's spin about its own axis, which is tilted at 23.5 degrees from perpendicular to the plane of its orbit or 66.5 degrees to the plane of its orbit. The direction of the rotation of the earth is anti-clockwise, as seen from the North Pole towards the equator. The earth rotates from the west to the east. The North Pole, also known as the geographic North Pole or terrestrial North Pole, is the point in the northern hemisphere where the Earth's axis of rotation meets its surface. This point is distinct from the Earth's north magnetic pole. The South Pole is the other point where the Earth's axis of rotation intersects its surface. The Earth rotates once in about 24 hours with respect to the Sun and once every 23 hours, 56 minutes and 4 seconds with respect to the stars. The circumference of the Earth at the equator is nearly 40,000 kilometers. The Earth covers this distance in 24 hours. Brain tickler. In which direction does the Earth's axis tilt? One rotation takes 1 day, that is equals to 24 hours. Earth's rotation is slowing down slightly with the passage of time. A day was shorter in the past than it is today. This is due to the tidal effect the moon has on Earth's rotation. InfoHive. The speed of rotation of Earth is 1675 km per hour at the equator and reduces towards the poles where it is 0. Effects of Earth's rotation. We divide the Earth into 24 time zones that correspond to the 24 hours of a day. It causes high and low tides twice a day. It causes day and night on the Earth. It causes deflection in the direction of winds and ocean currents. It causes the bulging of the Earth at the equator and flattening at the poles. InfoHive. All the places located on the equator have equal days and nights throughout the year, as the circle of illumination always cuts it in half. Circle of illumination. The circle that divides day from night on the globe is known as circle of illumination. Thus, the portion of the earth that receives sunlight experiences day, while the portion that remains dark experiences night. Brain tickler. Why is Norway called the land of the midnight sun? Let us understand this with the help of an activity. You will require a globe and a lamp. Keep the globe and the lamp on the table. Now, face the lamp towards the globe such that the light of the lamp falls on the globe. Darken the room. Now you can see that the light of the lamp shines on only one half of the globe facing the lamp and the other half is dark. Mark a point D on the darker side of globe. Here the globe represents the earth and the lamp the sun. Rotate the globe from west to east. Point D will turn towards the sun. Now D has sunrise. On further rotation, D will face the lamp. At this point, no shadows are noticed. This is called noon. As we continue to rotate, we'll have darkness approaching D. This is called sunset. When D reaches exactly the opposite side of the lamp, it is midnight. Length of day and night. Due to the Earth's axial tilt, day and night are not evenly divided. If the Earth's axis were perpendicular to its orbital plane around the Sun, all places on Earth would experience equal duration of day and night, that is, 12 hours of day and night respectively, every day during the year, and there would be no seasonal variation. But due to the inclination of the Earth's axis of rotation, the northern hemisphere remains inclined towards the Sun for half of the year, while the southern hemisphere inclines towards the Sun the other half of the year. Thus, when the northern hemisphere inclines towards the Sun, a larger part of it receives sunlight. This results in longer days and shorter nights here, while it is the opposite in the southern hemisphere at this time of year. This reverses during the other part of the year when southern hemisphere experiences longer days and shorter nights, while it is the opposite in the northern hemisphere. This is one of the factors that cause different seasons across the world at different times of the year. It is only at the equator where the length of days and nights are always equal. Revolution of the Earth. When watching the stars at night, they do appear to move very slowly. This is because the Earth is constantly moving. The Earth's other motion apart from rotation about its axis is its revolution around the Sun. The Earth revolves around the Sun from west to east at a speed of about 30 km per second. The Earth's path or orbit around the Sun is elliptical, with the Sun closer to one end of the orbit than the other. This means that the Earth's distance from the Sun varies throughout the year. The point closest to the Sun on the Earth's orbital path is called the perihelion, while the point farthest away from the Sun is called the aphelion. Revolution is the Earth's orbital motion around the Sun. One revolution takes 1 year, that is equals to 365.25 days, that is 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes and 56 seconds. Effects of Earth's revolution. The effects of revolution cause varying length of day and night. In December, the Sun is directly over the Tropic of Capricorn. Therefore, there will be shorter days and longer nights in the northern hemisphere. In June, the Sun is directly over the Tropic of Cancer. Therefore, there will be longer days and shorter nights in the northern hemisphere. The southern hemisphere will experience the opposite trend at the same times. The Earth's revolution causes years and leap years, seasons and changing length of day and night. Info Hive. Earth's axial tilt is not constant. It has varied between 22 degrees and 24 degrees in the past 41,000 years. Right now, it is at 23.5 degrees. This is caused by the gravitational pull of the other planets. Info Hive. In parts of Scandinavia, that is, Sweden, Norway, Finland, the sun does not set for months. Cycle of seasons. The phenomenon of seasons is the most important effect of Earth's revolution. How do seasons occur? Earth's seasons are caused by Earth's tilted axis. Earth's revolution around the Sun. As the Earth revolves around the Sun, it also spins around its axis, which is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. It is this tilt in the Earth's axis that is responsible for creating seasons in the hemisphere. Around the June solstice, the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the Sun, therefore experiences summer. The southern hemisphere, on the other hand, is tilted away from the Sun and thus experiences winter. The opposite occurs around the December solstice, when the southern hemisphere is tilted towards the Sun while the northern hemisphere is tilted away. It is important to remember that the direction of the tilt of the Earth does not change as the Earth moves from its perihelion point to its aphelion. In other words, the two hemispheres point towards the same position in space at all times. What changes as the Earth moves around the Sun is the position of the hemispheres in relation to the Sun. The northern hemisphere points towards the Sun at the aphelion and away from the Sun at the perihelion. Brain tickler. If you are at the South Pole, which day will be colder? June 21st or December 22nd? Solstices. It is the time of the year when the midday sun is directly overhead at the tropics. The word solstice means standing still of the sun. Summer solstice. On June 21st, the Earth's North Pole is tilted directly towards the Sun. So, the midday sun is directly overhead at the Tropic of Cancer. The longest day and shortest night occur on 21st June in the Northern Hemisphere. Winter solstice. On December 22nd, the North Pole is tilted directly away from the Sun, so the midday sun is directly overhead at the Tropic of Capricorn. The shortest day and longest night occur on 22nd December in the Northern Hemisphere. All the above conditions are reversed in the Southern Hemisphere. Equinoxes. Equinox means equal nights, since days and night at this time are of equal duration, that is, 12 hours. On 21st March and 23rd September, the sun rays fall vertically on the equator. Days and nights are of equal duration, that is, 12 hours each in all parts of the world. Cycle of season. Major differences between rotation and revolution. March 21st is the spring equinox for the northern hemisphere and autumnal equinox for the southern hemisphere. September 23rd is the autumnal equinox for the northern hemisphere and spring equinox for the southern hemisphere. It is neither very hot nor very cold in both the hemispheres. Recap. Earth is constantly rotating and revolving. Earth's rotation on its axis causes day and night. Earth's tilt and revolution around the sun causes the seasons. It takes the Earth 24 hours to make a complete rotation on its axis. It takes the Earth 365.25 days or 1 year to make a complete revolution around the sun. When the northern hemisphere is tilted toward the sun, we have summer. When it is away from the sun, we have winter. India is in the northern hemisphere. The point closest to the sun or the Earth's orbital path is called the perihelion, while the point farthest from the sun is called the aphelion. Life skills. Mother, my friends told me that they are going to Uttar Desert to celebrate summer solstice. Why do they celebrate this day? In ancient times, the date of the June solstice was an important one. People managed their calendars and organized when to plant and harvest crops. This time was also a traditional month for weddings. People all over the world still celebrate this day. Let us celebrate this day with all and live in harmony.